Well, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, good night, whatever the case may be, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I've got this magical portal going on here in the background while I have my coffee. Today is just a drop of vanilla in there. I've changed the setup a little bit to see how this works better. Much like when I'm doing my makeup, I have the window over here getting the natural light coming in, which I find a lot better when it's not hitting me from the side or behind as much. I have a lot of nooks, crannies, and things that create shadows, as you can see on my nose. My nose creates a lot of shadow. Ooh, wedge. Like a sundial. I have a sundial of a nose, and that's okay. I tried to do a timed thing with my makeup, so I wasn't going to speak during it. I wasn't going to have any interruptions. I was just going to do my makeup, and then I can show it in a time lapse, just fast forward through it, but there'd be no cuts. It would just be all straight through, start to finish. Just as I was getting going, the phone rang, and I had to stop and pause and answer that. So I had to cut that bit out. Well, I mean, I'll probably leave it in just so, because it happened in there, but I'll fast forward. I'll have to stop that and cut things out and then carry on again. Not my intention, but you just have to roll with the way things are, and I will try it again another time. My actual makeup application of time took me about 15 minutes. So I'm quite happy with that. It's at least 5 minutes longer than I want it to be, but I figured, it's what I normally do in 40 minutes, and I did it in 15. So I think that is a significant rate of improvement. I am satisfied with how it turned out. It's not as neat and tidy as it could be, but the reason for doing it the way I did today was just to test how fast I could do it. So it wasn't about neatness today. Eventually, both of those elements will combine and I'll be able to do it faster and neater, and that is the goal. That way I can, if I need to do something like this, boop, 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 and I'm ready to go. I just want to savor today. Some days are just simple joys, and today is that day. Spending it hanging out with the dog. Life is always so much on the go. I put my sort of downtime and in between travels and things into these little video snippets and things that I do. I am too busy the rest of the time to actually be documenting the things in my life that are actually a much bigger deal than me going from place to place or having a coffee or doing my makeup or any of those things. But these are the moments that I can relax and savor existence and things of that nature. So that is what I'm doing. That is what I document. That is what I share. I don't know if any of the stuff that I do and put up here makes any sense to anybody. I know that there are some people that seem to get things out of it, and that makes me very, very happy. I remember my sister, who is a doctor, and there's a lot of different elements to go with that, so I'm going to try and nutshell some of that story. My sister, 6 months into her first year of university to go through to become a doctor, she was going through to become a surgeon. She was in a car accident, and she was in a coma for 21 days. And the doctors wanted my parents to pull the life support on her because they wanted her organs because she had signed her license. And my parents had said, no, we're not prepared to do that. And the doctor said that, well, she's not coming out of it, and if she did, she would be a vegetable. Paraphrasing. And my parents still said, no, we're not doing that. Well, after the 21 days of my sister being in a coma, she came out of that coma. And she does have permanent short-term memory issues, but she went, within a year, back to school. She had to prove that the stuff that she'd already learned she could pass, and she did because her long-term memory was fine. So she got enrolled back in school, and she was doing her studies, and her short-term memory is really, really bad. And she managed to make it not only through school, but she, has her doctorate. The accident had prevented her from becoming a surgeon. So now she is a psychiatrist, and she has experience of what it's like to, firsthand knowledge of having a head injury, a catastrophic head injury, no less, and managed to go back and succeed in accomplishing, to the best of her ability, what she wanted to. And I find she is the biggest source of inspiration that I've ever seen, especially firsthand. I'm sure there are people out there who are equally, if not more, heroic, but for me, in my proximity of my actual existence, there has never been a better example of determination and continuing to strive for your goals, even if you have to modify those goals a bit due to things beyond your control. And not only that, the person that was responsible for the accident, my sister did not go for anything other than what she was actually out. I'm not sure I would have been as magnanimous. I would like to think that I would be a good person. But if suddenly my life was irreparably changed due to circumstances beyond my control, I would want somebody to pay. And I'm not sure I like what that says about me, but that's the honest reaction. I would want justice for that. And I don't think my sister could never be made whole, but she did not go for an extra penny over and above what she felt, she was actually out from this. She did not want to put anybody else in a more adverse state than she needed to. And I'm thinking, what an amazing role model she is. She's still around. She's still an amazing role model. But that's when I learned that lesson. That is when I learned that having a different outlook, having a more positive, focus on your goals kind of outlook will likely to ensure you're going to get there that way. I'm rambling again. It is what I do. I, again, didn't want to be having this serious conversation. Why do I always have these serious conversations with you people? I don't mean to. They're just the thoughts that my head goes to. What is it, Scooby? What is it? Well, here, did you want to come over and say hello? Here, I will bring you over and we can say hello together. Yes. Oh, look at what we got here. We got a Scooby. Yeah? Oh, you Scooby, you gonna lick the makeup off my face? Oh, you don't want to do that. It's not tasty makeup. It could be tasty makeup, but it's not. Hey, Scooby, what do you say? Yeah? Are you saying hello to the people on the screen? Yeah, we never do this, right? This seems very abnormal, doesn't it? Coming over here just to say hello. Oh, I pick you up. Oh, should I pick you up? Oh, is she my baby? Is you my baby? Have kisses? No? That's okay. You already gave them to me. I'll put you down now. I will put you down. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And until the next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.